Hello, friends, and welcome to another series of Leaders Connect podcast. I am so happy and I'm so delighted to be here with you. Thank you for creating the time to join me today. If you're watching me on YouTube, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here with me. So today we're going to talk about upward hopes and downward habits. As my mentor, John Maxwell, says, that many people have upward dreams, but unfortunately, they have downhill habits. And so today we're going to talk about briefly how we can do things differently and what it takes for us to achieve our dreams. It's July. So we're halfway through the year. How are you doing with your dreams? How are you doing with your goals? Are you halfway there? All right. Statistics shows that 18% of people have a dedicated time management system. A good 18%. And then 82% of people do not have a dedicated time management system. 2.33% of people use a to-do list tool to manage their time and tasks. And then 24% of people use their email inbox as their time and task management. Isn't that interesting? That is a time management fact. Let's get started. This is going to be fun. It's going to be sweet and brief. So hang tight. Don't touch that dial. So the true meaning of self-discipline is saying no or not now to something that you know and think with every bone and fiber in your body that it is a remarkable idea. And guess what? You wake up every morning thinking about it. You go to bed thinking about it. But you still say no to it because you're focusing on what will get you to where you need to be at a given time. Let me repeat that statement again. I wanted to pause a little so that it can hit home. I want to repeat that statement again. Saying self-discipline is saying no or not now to something that you know and think with every bone and fiber in your body. It is a remarkable idea. And you wake up thinking about it. You go to bed thinking about it, but you still say no to it. Why? Because you're focusing on what will get you to where you need to be at a given time. Okay? And in the words of my mentor, John Maxwell, most people have uphill hopes. Unfortunately, they have downhill habits. What that means is one cannot achieve uphill dreams with downhill habits. I have a question for you and I. In the beginning of this year, many people, and you may be on that list, you may be in that category. Many people sit down and come up with a list of goals that they want to achieve. And some of them include giving up certain habits and adopting new habits. We are halfway through. We are at halftime. How are you doing with your goals? Are you on track to hit your goals, to achieve your goals at the end of the year? It's not too late to try again. If somewhere along the way you fell off the wagon, it's not too late. In fact, it's better for you to pause right where you are and go back and open your goal book and see where you are, what you have achieved, and make what we call halftime adjustments. Not every goal, actually very few goals and dreams play out as we had planned them, as we had sketched them, as we had thought of them. And so it's always a great idea at halftime to create a time, a specific time, and block it on your calendar where you can go back and look at your calendar, or rather, and look at your goals and see where you are, what is working, what is not working. Where is your time being spent? What's going on with your time? Where is your time going? Because unless we do so, we will lose our time. We will look and we will close our eyes, we will blink, and the time will be gone. So I have a question for us. Where is your time and your energy going? Are your thoughts and actions in line with where you need to be at the end of this year? In 5 years, 10 or 15 years from today? Are they in line with where you need to be? Your thoughts, your words, your actions. Are you where you need to be? Because if you're not where you need to be, then this is the best time to do what we call halftime adjustments. It is not too late to change or make some adjustments. So what do you think you need to say no to today? And what do you need to start doing or stop doing? I want to encourage you to do something very interesting. I've done it numerous times. Anytime I realize that I'm getting behind, or I'm forgetting things, or I'm overbooking myself, or I'm not achieving my goals, I pull out my 15-minute miracle or 15-minute time tracker. And I track my time for a good 2 weeks. Every 15 minutes, I write down what I'm doing. And then at the end of the 2 weeks, I come back and I check and I calculate how much time was spent on what, and what is in line with where I need to be at the end of the year, in 5 years, 10, 15, 20, and so forth. And I make a decision to stop some habits and start new habits. That has always brought me back on track. It has always helped me grow. And so I have a question for you. What do you need to adjust in your life? We are at halftime. It's not too late to adjust. It's not too late to review. Don't keep going to review at the end of the year. In fact, I want to challenge you. You want to review your progress quarterly, monthly, and weekly. Set small goals. Have one big goal, but then break it into manageable sizes. And every week, ensure that you complete each section. How do you eat an elephant? You eat it piece by piece. And how will you know that you have completed a section? It is by inspecting your own work. My husband says that what you inspect, people respect. And I want to add a statement and say, what you inspect, you will respect. And guess what else will happen? You will start to see the desired results, because what you are inspecting is always top of your mind. And you're always thinking, oh, I need to do this, or I don't need to be doing this, because it is top of your mind. So inspect what you respect. And when people know that you respect, that you would inspect what you respect, they will respect it too. They will respect your time. They will respect your goals. They will respect what you respect. And you will do the same for yourself as well. You will not agree to a commitment that will take away from your most important priorities in your life. So here is an action plan for us. Okay, 1, I want you to identify what it is that you need to start doing. And then I want you to identify what it is that you need to stop doing. So this is a start and stop assignment. After you've tracked your time and you know where your time is going, I want you to identify what it is that you need to start and stop doing. And then number 2, I want to encourage you to take action immediately. Take a hold of your time. Adjust what needs to be adjusted. Take action immediately. Don't wait to do it tomorrow. Take action immediately. And then the next thing is make your goal public or have an accountability partner, or even better, have a coach that will hold you accountable. There is no way we're going to get things done if we're not going back and checking our progress. Let's make it a habit to inspect what we respect, our goals, our time. When you inspect what you respect, people respect you because they know that you will inspect it, right? And that goes for employers, bosses. If any of you is listening to me today, your employees will respect what you inspect. And by so doing and doing it regularly, where you're keeping track, you're taking inventory of where your time is going, and you're doing that for yourself, for your goals. When you do so, when you form a habit to do that, you will start seeing changes, growth in your life. And when you taste growth, when you taste success, you will not settle for anything short of that. And so I want to encourage you, just take baby steps until you taste results, until you see some results. When you see that fast victory, that you have attained a goal of, or even a small piece of the big goal, it's a good feeling. It's a fulfilling feeling that will encourage you to keep going. And so I want to take us back where we started. Say no or not now to something that you think and you know is a remarkable idea, is a phenomenal idea. Say no to it. Regardless of how important it is, if it is not in line with where you need to go or where you're headed, say no to it. And that is the true meaning of self-discipline. Let me say it again. Self-discipline is saying no or not now to something that you know is a phenomenal idea. You may even wake up thinking about it and go to bed thinking about it, but you still say no to it because you're focused on what will get you to where you need to be at a given time. And so what do you need to say no to? Set those boundaries. Create a system that will work for you, and follow it. And every now and then, create time to inspect what you respect, to inspect or to review or to take inventory of your progress. Because as we started by saying, we started by reading these statistics, time management statistics and facts, that was done in 2021, that 18% of people have a dedicated time management system. 18%, okay? And then 82% of people do not have a dedicated time management system. 33% of people use a to-do list to manage their time and task. And 24% of people use their email inbox as their time and task management. You know, by just looking at that statistics from developmentacademy.co.uk, you can tell that from that statistics, if they're happy, who is achieving their goals, who actually has a plan, and who is everyone else's plan, right? Because if you're sitting there and you're tracking your time using emails and phone calls and messages that come to you, chances are you do not have a plan. Don't become someone else's plan. Have a plan of your own. Have a plan of your own and follow it to the letter. Decide what it is that you want and follow it to the letter. You will look back and you'll be glad they started. The toughest thing is starting. Anybody can start. Yeah? Anybody can start. It is tough. But the toughest thing, I take my words back, the toughest thing is staying committed. So get started. It's hard to start, yes, but get started anyway. The toughest thing is staying in the game. Stay in the game anyway, because you can do it. And you will achieve your desired results. Before I conclude, I want to go back to this time management statistics and say this to us, that less than 1 in 5 people, which is 18%, have a proper time management system. Think about that. 1 person in 5 people. And then 82% of people don't have a time management system. They just use a list, their email inbox, or nothing at all. I love and I really appreciate the Eisenhower Matrix. It is the most successful time management technique where you measure the importance and the urgency of a task, right? And we'll talk more about that next time. Actually, we did talk about it in one of our recent podcasts. Yeah, so if you haven't caught up with that, I would encourage you to check that out. And so then the other thing is 100% of people use this technique to feel their work is under control, either 4 or 5 days per week. Imagine that. And you know what? It is the least time management technique. Dealing with whatever comes up, as we mentioned earlier. When you're there waiting for your emails to come through, or your text messages, or a phone call, it's the least effective and the least successful time management technique. We also learned that 28% of people use this technique to feel their work is never or very rarely, like 1 day per week, under control. And then 1 in 8 people, which is 12%, never feel under control at their work. Imagine that. And 20%, which is 1 in 5 people, carry out a monthly time audit to review how they're spending their time. That's a very small percentage. I'm glad to say that I fall in that category. I am able to go back and track my progress, my time. Where did my time go? Yeah, but I need to do better. There's always room for improvement. And then finally, 49% have never carried out a time audit. So I am going to attach a 15-minute time tracker to this message so that you can take inventory of your time. You can do at least 2 weeks. Take inventory of your 2 weeks and see where you are and what it is that you need to do differently. Because unless we are taking inventory of our time, we have no idea that we are even losing time, right? Yeah. All right. I want to thank you for creating the time to be here with me today. I hope you've learned something. If you forget anything else that I've said today, I want you to take this home. That the true meaning of self-discipline is saying no to something that you know and believe with every bone and fiber in your body is a phenomenal idea. And you could even be waking up thinking about it and going to bed thinking about it, but you still say no because you're focused on what will get you to where you need to be at a given time. That, my friend, will get you to the top. Remember, we started by talking about uphill dreams and downhill habits. If you cultivate self-discipline and self-management, you, my friend, will get to the top. You will taste success. You will enjoy life with a big spoon. Thank you so much for creating the time to be with me here today. I hope you have been blessed. I hope you have taken something to implement in your life, to add into your life right away. Until next time, this is Essie Daniel with Aspire Global Leadership Consulting and also Leaders Connect podcast. Have a great week, and don't forget to look out for that 15-minute time tracker in the comment section, or you can do a search on Google or any of the platforms that you use and look for that 15-minute time tracker, and then do a 2-week 15-minute time tracker where you're tracking your time every 15 minutes. Until next time, this time it's for real. Bye-bye now.